Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will discuss about different names that are used for different plant groups. So first, we must know that all plant kingdom is divided into 5 different divisions, and these divisions are, we know that algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, and last one is angiosperms. So all plant kingdom is divided into these 5 divisions. So first we will discuss about the term that is Thallophyta. Thallo means plant body is thallus-like, means plant body is not divided or not distinguished or differentiated into root, shoot or stem-like structure. Plant body is simply thallus-like. Phyta means plant. So group of plant which have thallus-like body is called Thallophyta. So we know that algae have thallophytic structures, means the body of algae is not differentiated into root, shoot and leaf-like structure. So this division algae is called Thallophyta. Now coming to the next term, that is Ambryophyta. Embryo means, embryo is a diploid structure that is formed after mitosis of zygote. So the group of plant in which embryo formation occurs are called Embryophyta. Phyta means plant. So here you can see that all the plant group except algae, all plant groups forms embryo in their life cycle. In algae, embryo is not formed because after fertilization zygotic meiosis occurs and zygotes will directly divide into spores. So here no embryo formation in case of algae. So in bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperms, all these division forms Embryophyta in their life cycle. That's why these all groups are bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm, angiosperms. These are called Embryophyta. So Embryophyta are all division of plant kingdom except algae. Now coming to the next term, that is Tracheophyta. Tracheophyta. Phyta means plant. Tracheo is taken from trachy elements. Trachy elements are vascular tissues, means xylem and phloem. So the group of plant in which vascular tissue, xylem and phloem are present are called Tracheophyta. So we know that xylem and phloem are present in pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. So all these groups will be called Tracheophyta. So Tracheophyta are group of plants that have vascular bundles, xylem and phloem. So these pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperms are called Tracheophyta. Next term is Spermatophyta. Spermatophyta. Phyta means plant. Spermato means sperma. Sperma means seed. So group of plant in which seed formation occurs. So we know that seed formation occurs in 2 divisions, that is gymnosperm and angiosperms. So these two are Spermatophyta. So Spermatophyta are group of plant which bear seed. So these are Spermatophyta. Next term is Anthophyta. Antho means flower. Phyta means plant. So group of plant in which flowers are present. And we know that flowers are only present in one division, and that is angiosperm. So Anthophyta are angiosperms. Now there are two different terms that are used to include both these divisions, that are cryptogams and phanerogams. Crypto means hidden. Gams means gamete, marriage, fusion. So here reproductive structures are hidden. They are not visible. Reproduction here is done by spores, and these spores are minute and they are not visible. Crypto means hidden. Gams means gamete, marriage, fusion. So here reproduction is done by spores, and these spores are minute, they are not visible. So reproductive structures are not visible there. All the groups in which reproductive structures are not visible are called cryptogams. So here algae, bryophyte and pteridophyte. Algae, bryo and pterido. All these comes under cryptogams because they are spore forming plants. And the next term is phanerogams. Phanero means visible. Gamete means fusion or marriage. So here reproductive structures are visible in case of phanerogams. Reproduction is done by seed. So these plants in which reproductive structures are visible, you know that in case of gymnosperm there are cones, male cone and female cone, and in case of angiosperms there are flowers. So reproductive structures are visible, and here reproduction occurs by formation of seed, here by spore. So these groups in which reproductive structures are visible are called phanerogams. In phanerogams, gymnosperms and angiosperms are included. Our last term is archegoniates. Archegoniates means organisms in which formation of archegonia occurs. Archegonia is a female reproductive structure that is flask shape in which egg, ventral canal cell, neck canal cell, neck cell, venter, these structures are present. So the group of plant in which archegonia is formed are called archegoniates, and we know these groups. These groups are bryophyte, pteridophyte and gymnosperm. So archegoniates are bryophytes, pteridophytes and gymnosperms. So these are different names that are used for group of plants. First one is Thallophyta, in which body is thallus-like, it is algae. Next is Embryophyta. Here all the groups in which embryo formation occurs, and we know that in bryo, pterido, gymno, angio, in all these groups embryo formation occurs, so all these will be called Embryophyta. Next is Spermatophyta, in which seed formation occurs. We know that seed formation occurs in gymno and angio. And next one is Anthophyta. Antho means flower. So the group of organism in which flower formation occurs are called Anthophyta, and these are angiosperm. Tracheophyta. Tracheo means trachea elements, vascular bundle, group of plant in which vascular bundles are present, vascular tissue, xylem and phloem are present, are called tracheophyta. These are pteridophytes, gymnosperm and angiosperm. Cryptogams and phanerogams. Crypto means hidden reproductive structure. In case of algae, bryo, pterido, reproduction occurs through spores. So these are called cryptogams. Phanerogams, in which reproductive structures are visible and reproduction occurs by forming seeds. So these are called phanerogams. And our last term is archegoniates. Group of plant in which archegonia formation occurs are called archegoniates. These are bryo, pterido and gymno.